go get him again.
Welcome back to another unboxing first impression video on my channel. Today, we are embarking on an olfactory adventure to explore a new addition to my collection. This isn't just any new scent, it's the intriguing and mysterious Spicebomb Night Vision EDP. I'm skipping the Eau de Toilette, I'm going straight EDP here. Now, I have to be completely honest with all of you from the start. I'm not one of those reviewers that say honest review. I don't have to say that. I'm always honest, but I've never smelt the original Eau de Toilette version of this one. This particular bottle was actually a lucky find, depending on how good this fragrance is going to be, but I snagged it from a decant site that was going out of business, and they had basically half bottles or partial bottles, and I got this for a price that I'm just like, bah, yeah, I'm gonna, I got a YouTube channel, might as well. I collect spice bombs. Let's see what this one's all about. I got this for a cool $50. It was a no-brainer just to add it to my collection and kind of just share my first impressions with all of you. I've actually got this one and I think the infrared EDP or EDT. I got one of them, the one that I don't have. So as many of you do know me, the ones that do know me, I'm a huge fan of the original Spice Bomb. Not a huge, maybe I'm going a little too high there, but it was well built. I liked it. I like the original Spice Bomb. It's a classic for a reason, a fantastic, solid designer fragrance that, while not groundbreaking, was certainly a major player in its time. The extreme version is also a standout, although I'll admit a little, let's say, overhyped. It's still a good fragrance. And for all those who know my taste, the Eau Fraiche right here, this thing right here, is possibly one of my favorites from this whole line. I really like what they did here. However, I think many of you will agree that things started to kind of take a strange turn with the Spice Bomb line, where they went with like green and red flankers. They kind of lost me. So with that history in mind, I'm really looking forward to finally getting my nose on one of the green bottles. I've heard a lot of chatter about this one, not so good chatter, so hopefully it's better than what I heard. But I'm excited to dive in and see what this Night Vision EDP version truly brings to the table. Stick around as we unbox this. We're going to dissect the notes, give you my honest first impression of it, and yeah, see what this one is all about. So let's get started. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the Robesway channel. I'm your host, Mark. That's what you get from me. Honesty, right? I like it. I like it. I like it. And then they kind of went in this weird side section of let's go colors, and I'm just like, you lost me. This is actually a hidden gem from Viktor Rolf. If you don't know this, you're not old enough to grow a beard. This is Antidote from Viktor Rolf. Actually, that's where it started. It's a great fragrance. Now, if you're not new here and you've returned, welcome back to the channel. Love seeing all the returnees. You are the backbone of the channel. When you hit like and you subscribe and you interact, I absolutely love it. But if you're new here, hit subscribe. It's free. And hitting like is great because I spent my own money on this. I'm not biased by any brands. I'll give you my honest thoughts. And my intros are my intros. I get so much flack with my intros. They go, oh, he's already hating a certain fragrance. And I'm just like, no, my intro is what have you done for me lately? This intro is truthful. These three, that's where I started. Good, good, good. Then they went red, green, and I'm like, you lost me. But I have an open mind. Let's see what it's all about. Obviously, the reds have showed up. Now it's time for the greens. Let's see. Let's go into the note breakdown. Oh, Rouge à Dove has arrived. What is this? This is a... this is like them trying to confuse us and go, oh, we got lots in here. Man, they got lots. Green apple, cardamom, black pepper, nutmeg, chili pepper, cloves, lemon, and grapefruit. Up top in the mid, we got lavender, mint, clary sage, rosemary, mastic, coriander. It looks like they've tried to look for all the green notes in here. Pistachio in the base, nutty notes, balsam fir, cedar, benzoin, puru balsam, oliban, and patchouli and lavender. Okay, so there's lots of green notes. Holy, pump the brakes. Now, this one was released back in 2020. Noses, two all-star perfumiers, Pierre Negrin, Nathalie Lorson. The resumes speak for themselves. Two all-star perfumiers in our game. I love both Natalie and Pierre. Looking at pricing, this one retails for around $155 USD. And at discounters, you're looking at around $60 to $100, depending on sizing and where you go with discounters. So big difference in pricing, definitely. So keep that in mind. Let's unbox this thing. And again, it's already been sprayed, so you don't have to, go in the comments and say it's already been primed. Yeah, it's from a decant site. And a lot of the stuff that I quote unquote unbox will come from like Facebook groups that they're partials and they've already been sprayed. Unless it's in cellophane. It's basically how it works. Ooh. Those decanters, I'm pretty sure they popped the top and they popped this too. This is very loose. Anyway, it's not like I paid big money for it. I don't really care. It is loose, but whatever. And these bottles are problematic a bit. They're cutesy bottles, but they are very problematic. You'll see a lot of people have like leaky bottles, things like that. So let's smell Spicebomb. What is this? Night Vision. EDP, 90 mils. They didn't even want to give me 100 mils. Pardon me. What is this? What is this? My God, what is this? What do they do? This is not Spicebomb at all. Ooh, if you would have blindfolded me, I would have said this is a Paco Rabanne release. Holy moly. Okay, give me a second here. Man. Okay. It's overly synthetic. Man, I'm disappointed. It's such a stark departure from the quality expected from the Spicebomb line. And that's what I try to do as a fragrance reviewer, is that there's some brands that have, they have their certain reputation, we'll say, that they've done some good in the fragrance community, right? And as far as scents goes, like I see like all-star perfumiers like Negrin and Lorson, what they've done in the past year of the Spicebomb line is good. Like these aren't 10 out of 10s, but they're good. All three of these are good. This is suitable, okay? This is great. Antidote's awesome. So the brand has a really rich history, and this is where it goes, whoa, what are you trying to do? This is a complete flip-flop of what you've been doing. And that's where, like, for me as a fragrance reviewer, I don't mind giving out negative fragrance reviews, telling you, hey, Viktor Rolf scents, sometimes they're not the cheapest in the world. If you find one in a bargain bin, you let me know. But I don't think I've seen ever Spicebombs in the bargain bin. If they are, you're a winner. These are expensive fragrances, so you want a fragrance reviewer. They're just not going to go with the flow and go, oh yeah, it's okay. No, it's garbage. Try again. Your fragrance reviewer should be blunt and be like, no. No. It possesses like a sweetness, reminiscent of a generic teen profile, right? That kind of scent profile. Dominated by a synthetic green apple. And that's like in like a lot of these mass market blue fragrances. That's where this is going. The sweetness is so pronounced. It borders out on this. It's on cloying. It's on like bad candy-like aroma. Let's put it on skin, but I don't wanna. I really don't wanna. What a waste of a scent of the day. If I don't do videos after this video and I passed away and this is my last scent of the day, I will be pissed off. Man, I wouldn't be happy. Oh. And that's where I'll go. Like, you're going to watch this and you'll be like, oh, he's hating on it. No, I like Spicebombs. All three of these, I'd recommend to you. I'd be like, this is worth Viktor Rolf pricing. This scent falls squarely into the trends of the ultra sweet clubbing style fragrances, drawing comparisons to fragrances like Jean Paul Gaultier Ultra Male, to Paco Rabanne Invictus, to a Valentino Uomo, like the Born in Roma series. Like the ones that I've smelt are just like, you got big names behind it, like Jean Paul Gaultier, Paco Rabanne. Like people know these brands, but the quality is poop. It's poop. It's not, you're looking at Spicebomb. Everything else on this thing right here destroys. This thing does not even belong. Like upon initial impression or application here, I'm detecting a candied, almost fabric, softener like lavender note. But candied is like boo, which has like a very synthetic quality. While there are hints of green in this fragrance, they lack the fresh herbal pieces, right? You're getting complexity from like a mint note, right? Mint note can give you like a three-dimensional, like it can give you several. Mint can, really make or break a fragrance. It can really do great things. Not here. I'm missing that. Rosemary. There's another green note. There's no three-dimensional. There's nothing that smells like rosemary in here. Balsam fir, right? It's supposed to smell like green pine needles. No. There's a supposed pistachio note, completely absent, which is a major this is again, this is an initial impression. Okay, this is not like I wore it for 8 days, 10 days, like I usually do in a fragrance review and kind of give you, okay, this is what I got for 10 days of wearing. Maybe these things will show up on a rainy day when I go outside. But this is the feeling of like a mass market release that just, you're losing, again, I'm looking at your identity as a brand, right? Spicebomb, that is what you're known for, Viktor and Rolf. Cinnamon, spice, a really decent lineup. Keep it that way. That's all you need to do. You don't screw it up. There's a vague, undefined spice note in the background, but it's so indistinct, it's impossible to kind of pinpoint. Like I'm having a hard time going like, look, there's a huge note breakdown, and I'm trying to figure out like green apple. It's a woody base, but it's uninspired. It's generic, so it doesn't really smell like anything. I'll default to calling it cedar, but I might be wrong. But it has nondescript nature. Yeah, this is a letdown, just as Viktor and Rolf, as the line goes, as the name goes. Considering the brand's history of creating complex, compelling scents. It fails to live up to that Spicebomb moniker. There's none of the DNA that I can smell here from the original in this composition. No. Oh, it's worth noting on the strip, I am getting a faint balsam fir note that's present. That presence is not there on my skin. No, I paid $50 for this, Canadian, with shipping, so it was really cheap. It's not a full bottle, it's like 30-40%. I feel like I may have overpaid for this bottle, given the quality of this fragrance right now that I'm smelling. This fragrance has a juvenile feel to it, like a guy that has night vision goggles in a tree. Like the name is so fitting that it's like that kind of guy that's like in a tree with his night goggles on, trying to spy on a cute girl from the neighborhood. This is the kind of, I kind of feel dirty wearing this. No. And to any kids that are watching this, you probably already turned it off because, you're watching videos to seek approval. I understand. Like I was a young kid before. Anybody that is still sticking around, you know, as a kid. If this is your first fragrance, fine. I've probably done worse as my first fragrance. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at people that are educated men that are looking for a fragrance that will fit your personality. This has no personality. This takes like a green apple from like YSL EDP and puts it in this clump of something. Like, I don't know. Oh, what a... And now that this line's like an all-star line, Spicebomb, but we might have to say rip to the Spicebomb DNA. This is not good. Ooh. Now it's making me wonder what the Eau de Toilette smells like, the green one. Night Vision. What a funny name, but not a funny fragrance at all. I feel sad now. Real sad. Okay, now that you heard my take, I'm really curious to know what you think. I'm sure a lot of you have smelt this fragrance. And again, good, bad, and the ugly, right? You can... I'm not going to delete your comment. I'm not going to hate on you. You know, we're not trying to date each other. So if you like it, you know, who cares what I think? If you like it, you like it. It's your scent. I'm just saying, you know, this is for people for educational purposes only. My opinion, it's not fact. So in the comments, you don't have to come after me. It's not going to change anything. I'm still going to hate this scent. You don't have to, you can, but you don't have to sell anybody on this and saying I get compliments. Yeah, we've heard it before. I get compliments with Liz Claiborne Curve, $10 fragrance. You don't have to buy Spicebomb to get compliments. It's like the #1 blowback of my reviews. Negative review. He's wrong. I get compliments all the time. Okay. It never gets old. Oh, okay, so Spicebomb Night Vision. A rough one. But I can't wait to see the comments. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? You can have at her. I'm actually a little intrigued to see how bad the Eau de Toilette is. I'm definitely not going to be spending $50 on blind buying a bottle, but it is what it is, right? It's content. I'm a collector. It's fine. It is going to collect a lot of dust in my collection. That's for sure. But as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Keep that in mind. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.